You know, anytime I get anywhere as far as whittling down my giant pile of crap that I've got going on in here, I end up just adding to it. So here it is from my A6110N video. Here's the machine that I was talking about, most people probably wanting to see. Those of you who have been watching this channel for a while will probably already know what this is, because I used to have one of these HP D530 CMTs. This one in particular looks like a 2.66 gigahertz Pentium 4. Looks like 80BD, probably 80 gig hard drive originally. 512E, 512 meg of RAM. It's obviously got a Windows XP COA on it. But it's been kitted out a little bit. You can see on the front here. I suspect that top drive is the original optical drive. It's silver in color. Might even have the tray open a little bit. And the black drive below that. But it's got this hard drive cage in the middle. And again, it seems like the thrift store has robbed me of some parts on this. For whatever reason, they put the tag on backwards as well. But they've taken the hard drive out, and that probably also includes this caddy. Now, whether or not it came that way to them, I don't know. But I'm not so sure that they didn't take that out. So it looks like this actually was configured as a desktop originally. You can see there, the stickers there are sideways, which is kind of intriguing. I'm not sure why they would do that. Something like this, although it's CMT for compact MIDI tower, so I don't know, maybe somebody arranged those stickers that way. Because you could certainly lay this on its side. It does have at least some of the rubber feet for doing that. Right there. Taking a look around back, nothing particularly special. There's a power supply, which is a non-standard size, although I believe it is a standard ATX power supply electrically. Looks like a sideways serial port there for some reason. Kind of hard to see. Wish it was a little bit more light, or that this camera had a video light. Well, I know what I can do. Sometimes I'm really not thinking, I tell you what. There we go. So yeah, serial port B is sideways. PS2, there's your normal serial, parallel VGA. 4 USB ports, Ethernet, and your audio. It's got an onboard video card, an add-on video card, as well as an add-on Ethernet. Ethernet, good lord. It's been a long day, folks. Wi-Fi, right there. There's no modem, so if it had one of those originally, that's long gone. So what we can do now is go ahead and pop the cover. Unfortunately, again, I have been thieved of my hard drive, so there's probably not much that I can really do, at least in this video, with this system. And it looks like they didn't even leave me the screws. So I'm going to have to come up with some screws. Fortunately, I don't think that's too difficult. There's the Compaq power supply. DPS-240EB, revision A, if you're looking for one. The hell is that? I don't know if you heard that on video. I wonder if that was coyotes. Anyway, doesn't really matter. 240 watt power supply, as you might guess. Socket 478 design. Unsurprisingly, it looks like most of the capacitors in this are actually good. I think there's a bad one right there. Down there, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. That one might be a little bit domed. But the ones in the voltage regulator look okay. Those are usually the first ones to go bad. There's a video card, nothing special. Might be factory, I don't know. They left me the ribbon cable, at least, for the hard drive. Of course, there's this thing. I wonder if I can actually find the caddy for that. And that upper optical drive is not even plugged in. So, interesting. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have face covers for this. So, I don't know. I really only bought it for parts because, to be quite honest with you, I kind of doubt that it works. But all the memory sockets are populated. So, what I think we ought to do, plug this thing in, see what it does. Okay. Cabled up. I have a standby LED in there. Let's hit power. See what happens. Something's grinding. Probably a fan. I would have liked to go into setup. Yeah, I think that's a fan. Might even be the fan on that hard drive cage. Let me see here. It's not the CPU fan. So, yeah, that's definitely that fan on that thing. Alright, F10 to go into setup here. Beep. Oh, geez. Setup password. I don't know what that is. Oh, well, it let me in anyway, as I almost trip and fall over myself. So you can see here, yep, 2.66, 4 gigs of RAM. Wow. So, maybe not quite maxed out, but certainly not bad. So, I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to probably pull that, pull the old clear CMOS cover. Pull the old good lord. Man, I'm really stumbling over my tongue today. Pull the old clear CMOS trick and dump the password that way. But that suggests to me that that battery is actually good. So somebody probably kept up on the maintenance of that. So I think it'd be kind of interesting to actually find some information and maybe find a cage for that little thing in the front there. And that would certainly be cool. I could certainly put a hard drive in this. I've got plenty of IDE hard drives. Put like an 80 gig in it or something. I think I might even have one sitting out here, honestly. I've got a stack of drives right here. So, what's this? And that's an 80 gig drive. Perfect. Yeah. Although I don't know if it works because this drive is missing a controller, and then this one. I think this is another 80 gig, isn't it? Yep, that's another 80 gig. It's the same basic idea. So, could use one of those. Once I find the screws, because this will need special screws to put a drive in there. And then we'll see where we go from there. I want to see, what is that lower optical drive anyway? Let me see. JLMS XJHD166S. I have no clue what that is. So, anyway. This has onboard serial ATA. That's super interesting. Oh, yeah, it does. I'll be damned. Look at that. There's serial ATA connectors in there. So, this is a non-standard front panel. I think you could probably reconfigure it. I literally just noticed that right now. Some of these very excellent. I don't know what this was supposed to be for that. It certainly doesn't work for the case chassis intrusion. But yeah, anyway. Kind of interesting that the They've put these extra optical drives in here. I don't really know why they would have done that. I don't even know if this one's in place. I guess it must be. But there's no screw there. So, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. And see what's going on with that. But, anyway. It probably works. So I'll probably visit this in another video. Once I round up some screws, round up some other parts, I might investigate this thing at the back here and see what I can do with it. In fact, let me go ahead and actually just pull it out here. Well, there's not really much to this thing. There's no incriminating name on it or anything like that. Thoroughly generic. Got some patent numbers on it. Suppose I could probably go look those up, but I don't think I'll find anything. Almost looks like a SCSI port in there. Might take it into work, see if I can find something similar. This thing, I actually plugged in the upper optical drive, and it seems to be okay until you eject the tray. Watch what it does now. It's like stuck in a permanent eject loop. Till you turn the power off. Then it retracts just fine. So, kind of too bad. It's got a silver faceplate, so it would really kind of fit in with this machine, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just take that faceplate off of that and use it on another Toshiba Samsung drive, because I certainly have a couple of these. Either way, and that's pretty much it for that anyway. There's not much else I can think of to share. So it functions, which is more than I can say for the last one that I looked at. Kind of amazing, really. The ancient piece of junk is the one that actually works. But, you know, that seems to be just kind of the way that things are these days. Older technology's better, even if it's not as high performance.